2024 was an amazing year, and I would like to share with you amazing realization that I had for myself, namely that my life is perfect. And I believe if you look at it and you reflect on your own life, you could possibly realize the same for you. So let's just define the perfect life first. Perfect life doesn't mean that I don't have mood swings or that I don't stress about something or that I don't worry about something. All of those stuff still happens in my life. However, the realization that I had and have is the fact that everything that is happening in my life is exactly how it's supposed to be. There's a saying people say everything happens for a reason, but there's a further step to feel and understand is that not only everything happens for a reason, but also everything is just perfectly the way it's happening now. I've been practicing yoga for a long time, for many years now, and so one time I meditated, and when I came back after a hours long of meditation, I really felt that everything is just perfect. Everything is just aligning perfectly. All the bad things that I have that happen in my life, all the good things that happen in my life, everything is just the way it's supposed to be. And it's just perfect the way it is. Just up until almost about a year ago, up until I was 40, um, my number one goal was always to go for more in terms of making money, creating financial stability and freedom for myself and my family. I always was worried about making more money to provide enough for my family, for my son, for my future kid or kids. And majority of my life was all around that. Business, work, business related meetings and calls would take primarily focus on of my life, used to take. And every single year I would make more money, and every single year I would create higher and higher ambitious goals for myself in terms of numbers. And every time I would hit those numbers, I would just think I would be happy for about sometimes couple of hours, sometimes couple of minutes, sometimes lately couple of seconds by realizing my financial results. And when I look back, I realized that I'm missing out a lot in life by focusing on that. And finally, about a year ago, I went to a workshop where we wrote down our goals, and we wrote down our goals that we want to create within the next 5 years. So I was writing down millions and millions of dollars, many real estate properties, home with an ocean view, um, luxurious cars, all the ability of presence that I'm able to make for myself, for for relatives, for friends, for contribution to people that I don't know. And then after that, the instructor said, "Well, now imagine you're gonna die in 4 days. Now proceed with your goals and write down what's important for you now." And I realized that 80-90% of all my goals were not relevant anymore, right? And that's kind of was one of the main arguments where I started paying more attention to my life in general. I started spiritual path. I started practicing more yoga, and through that, I realized that life is literally about our experiences, our inward journey, and our perception towards how we perceive things that are happening. Our life is the most important thing in our life, then everything else is a nice addition to our life. But the most important thing is our life in general. There are a few things that are helping me grow spiritually. And these are the 5 rules that are taught by Sadhguru. And he is teaching the rule number 1 is that all the rules are my rules. Starting from a speed limit, I'm not getting worried or angry about that the speed limit in New York City is 25 miles per hour. I say all rules are my rules. So I say this is also my rule. I created this rule in order to create safety for the human beings. So all rules are my rules. Second rule is to say I am responsible for everything. Everything that is happening in my life, I am responsible for. Again, it doesn't mean that I take responsibility for somebody's doings, or it doesn't necessarily mean that I take actions. It purely means that I have an ability to respond to everything that is happening in my life, which gives me a full control over my life. I am responsible for everything, whether it's politics, whether it's a person getting beat up on the street. I am responsible for everything, and I have an ability to respond to anything that is going on in my life. And by that, I become an owner of my life. I become a creator of my life by being able to do anything I want in my life. The third rule is what is there right now is all there is, and it cannot be any other way. All that is there right now is all there is, and it cannot be any other way. Meaning that every single moment that is happening right now is an inevitable moment that is happening, and it cannot be any other way. It doesn't matter who comes, it cannot be changed because it's happening now. The future, it's all in my hands. But inevitable moment that is happening now is inevitable. And I don't have to stress about it. It gives me a release of the past. And I'm not worried about the past just because it happened. It's inevitable. The fourth step is to say, I am not my body and I'm not my mind. If I'm not my body might be hurting somewhere. I should fix it. I should maintain it well, feed it well. But it's not my life. I'm not bothered by my body. I'm not bothered by an overweight if I have, or if I have a knee pain or anything like that. I can work on it, but it's not my life. It's just my body. I borrowed for this lifetime. So I'm not my body. I'm also not my thoughts. I'm not my mind. Thousands and millions of thoughts are going in my head every single day. And I'm not letting my thoughts determine who I am. The thoughts are just there. They are just being created by this machine called brain, sophisticated machine. But it just creates so many thoughts, and it's easy to get lost with them. But I'm not my mind. So that's the fourth step, to say I'm not my body, I'm not my mind. And the fifth step is one of the strongest steps that helps me truly live my truth in my life and helps me be happy overall and have a perfect life, is to say, I am the mother to the world. I am the mother to the world. It doesn't matter if you're Donald Trump, if you are my mom, if you are my son, if you are my friend, if you are a homeless person. I am the mother to you. And that just gives me an opportunity to feel love towards you, whoever you are, and regardless of situation that I'm in. And I just remind myself, I am the mother to the world. I am the mother to the world. And It gives me a peace of mind and ability to love everybody and everything, whether it's a human, animal, plant, or any object. So those 5 things, all the rules are my rules. I'm responsible for everything. All that is there right now is all there is, and it cannot be any other way. I'm not this body, I'm not my mind, and I am the mother to the world. These 5 things help me live a happy life. So, since 2025 is around the corner, and maybe you are getting this message already in 2025, I truly want to wish you live your own true life. And all it takes for me is to look inwards. I am also getting entangled sometimes, especially when I work longer hours, which I stopped doing. I cut my working hours by a lot. And thank God, because I now can focus on important business, important clients, and waste less time, right? So I'm very laser focused, and um, it's very important to find that brings you peace of mind, that creates a centerness in your mind. And for me, it's yoga. By focusing, by stopping for a minute, for a few seconds, I'm able to find my true self. I'm able to see what's important for me. So I wish you that. I wish you find your truth on a daily basis, ideally on a second basis, that we all choose what's best for us. What's the purpose of running and running and then looking back and realizing, oh my God, I wasted my life, right? It would be too late. So I am working towards being conscious on a minute, second basis. I want to be the owner of my life. I want to direct it to the right direction, and by sticking it to my truth. And again, my truth I find through yoga. If any of you is looking for yoga practices, I'm sure there are a lot of schools out there that you can visit. But you can also start with your phone by downloading the app from Sadhguru. I can put it in the description. I can put the link into the description. But you can also Google him. Sadhguru, spelled as Sadhguru, Sadhguru. And you can download it to your phone, and you can see his free teachings and course, and he also offers a bunch of courses. So with that said, congratulations with 2025. New Year is just a matter of, it's just something that reminds us. It's a huge holiday, but at the same time, it's just a reminder of time. It's just a reminder of time that we have left in this life. And I truly hope for you that you live your blissful life that is true and happy for you, not for anybody else. Happy New Year, happy holidays to your blissful life that you deserve. Your family, your friend, your real estate agent, Sasha Gurevich, checking out.